Well, it is windy here in the Anza Borrego Desert State Park in the San Diego backcountry. So once again on a Sunday, Sundays are made for overland, off-highway vehicle, 4x4 Jeep road adventures.
So let's get into it. Our adventure today is visiting the Kumeyaay Archaeological Site in the Anza Borrego Desert State Park. These ruins of a seasonal winter Kumeyaay village feature morteros or mortars that were carved into the granite boulders by thousands of years of use. We're driving about 15 miles from the village of Borrego Springs to Mine Wash Road off of Highway 78. As we proceed south on Yaqui Pass Road, we get an amazing view of the Anza Borrego Desert State Park, the San Ysidro Mountains, and the Mezcal Bajada. If the word mezcal sounds familiar to you, that's because the Kumeyaay word for agave is mezcal with an S, and mezcal with a Z is the delicious, smoky tequila distilled from roasted hearts of this type of agave plant. Even though we're far into the wilderness, we're also just behind the mountains from San Diego, Orange County, and LA, so these roads, surprisingly, do fill up. We're now driving south on Highway 78, and it's just a mile or two down to Mine Wash Road. This area we're driving in now is the Mezcal Bajada. As we drive down to our destination, it's great to see the land starting to green up again after our wet winter. The best part of our day has begun. Our tires have driven off the pavement and we're on the dirt road. This is a very easy, graded dirt road with a huge attraction 2 miles down, which is the Morteros Archaeological Site, so it sees a lot of use. Proceed with caution in your big four-wheel drive Jeep, truck, or SUV, because many people park near the paved road and walk to the ruins, along with mountain bikers. The mythical smoke trees, tuberosas, junipers, and cholla cactus are springing back to life after 3 intensely destructive years of drought. I love the feeling of adventure and discovery driving down a dirt road. As we go further in, we're greeted by acatillos, arms outstretched, soaring towards the blue sky. Since we're at a higher elevation level here than when we were in Coyote Canyon in the Borrego Valley, the sages, chia, and sand verbena haven't quite greened up and flowered yet. We've made it to the Kumeyaay Archaeological Site, and I can't wait to show you the morteros.
Sunday is for San Diego Desert Backcountry Overland Adventures, and here we are in the beautiful Anza Borrego Desert State Park in one of the most special areas that I've been to so far, which is the site of these Kumeyaay Native American morteros. So these morteros were used by the Native Americans to grind their food. This area was a Kumeyaay winter village. They would spend the summer in the mountains and then come down here into the lower desert for the winters. So this was a perfect spot to be sheltered from the wind. It's very windy today, as you can see. and this is actually the time of the year that they would be here. So these are the kinds of sunny, kind of breezy days and then cool nights that they would have in these communities. Now this area of the Anza Borrego Desert State Park is called the Mezcal Bajada, and a bajada is a word that means a very, very large desert slope. So the Mezcal Bajada slopes down from the San Ysidro and the Vulcan Mountains all the way down to the San Felipe Creek. The San Felipe Creek runs down the bottom of this canyon, goes through Ocotillo Wells, through Texas Dip, and actually terminates underground into the Salton Sea. I mean, with all the years of drought, I doubt it does that very often anymore. But this is a really geologically fascinating site with tons of boulders. We have junipers, yuccas, ocotillos, and all of these were plants that the Native Americans would use for food. A lot of their diet consisted of seeds, and their mainstay meal was porridge. So they would grind and grind and grind seeds from these desert plants into, I'm sure, very delicious porridge. Right here, they would have fires, and it's really amazing how you can feel sort of the domesticity of the native Kumeyaay tribal life here. And it's so amazing that we can have, you know, this wonderful connection to the Kumeyays just by touching this. Just to think that so many days, over and over and over, every year, for thousands of years, these morteros were used as just a part of everyday life. And, you know, to me, I can really feel their spiritual energy right here. So I would very much recommend this site. It's down Mine Wash Road. We're a couple miles, I think, east of the Tamarisk Campground. And this is just about 2 miles in off of the paved road on a graded, very easy Jeep road that pretty much any four-wheel drive vehicle could get through. There's a couple rocky areas where you have to be careful, but pretty much a Subaru Outback or a Toyota RAV4 could get down this road, and you have this beautiful view payoff. So Sunday is for desert adventures, and we are doing it proud. These bullhead cholla are just incredible. I don't think I've ever seen them so well watered and fat. There must be a little underground spring or something here. So this entire Mezcal Bajada area is covered in chollas, and in the afternoon sun, they catch the light in their most beautiful way, and they just absolutely look like they're glowing. And hopefully in the spring, we'll see them all blooming beautiful yellow flowers that smell like the most beautiful desert wildflower honey. There's two kinds of cholla mainly. There's teddy bear cholla, the kind that's really, really fuzzy and looks like you want to touch it, but when the burrs get under your skin, it takes days, painful days to get out. And the other is the bullhead cholla, like this. And what's really, really fascinating about cholla cactus is that they're actually heat-seeking plants. So as you go towards them, they will sense your heat and move towards you. And another thing is that they can actually, if you want to bring it down here, they can project these little balls of cholla at you at will. So this is a beautiful, I feel like I already have a bird in my hand right now just talking about it. Well, it is windy here in the Anza Borrego Desert State Park in the San Diego backcountry, but I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. The wind and the air is so fresh and pure coming down from the mountains. Look at this incredible granite sculpture made by nature behind me. Well, if the Mortero areas felt like the kitchen of the Kumeyaay household, this little boulder canyon feels like the bedroom. It is incredibly windy today, which is just a typical day in February in the Anza Borrego Desert State Park, particularly on a gigantic desert slope. If you're a desert dweller and you keep a keen eye on the weather reports, you will know that desert slopes are always the prime area for wind events. So it's incredible how this little canyon has almost no wind whatsoever, and you can just imagine how in the Kumeyaay tents they would create really warm, cozy sleeping areas. This must have been where the chief slept. This is the best little spot, and there's even a little fireplace really just incredible how the Kumeyaay were able to live in harmony on this land, living down here in the lower desert in the cooler months and living up in the San Ysidro and Vulcan Mountains in the warmer months. Well, we've hiked south, not even a quarter of a mile, I don't think, and it is so beautiful up here. The desert landscape has become so lush and green, and the wind is completely gone on this side of the mountain. So I definitely know what hiking trail in the Anza Borrego Desert State Park I'm going to go to on a very windy day, because we do really get a lot of them.
And here we have a gigantic flower stalk from a mezcal, also known as an agave.
Are waking back up again, and it's just incredible that every year, like clockwork, when we don't have a drought anymore, spring comes again, the winds come, and the cycle of renewal and regeneration starts over again. So it's been a great day here at the Kumeyaay Archaeological Site in West Carolina, down Mine Wash Road in Anza Borrego Desert State Park, with a lot of wind to celebrate the Let's continue our journey of discovery together in Southern California and beyond. I'm William Z. Brennan, natural lifestyle expert, founder of Desert Mountain Apothecary, and author of upcoming ebook, Natural Lifestyle Optimization. But you can call me Will. If you love exploring the San Diego backcountry as much as I do, enjoy a scenic drive with me through the Anza Borrego Desert State Park, Julian, and Santa Isabel. And let's take a supreme desert off-road adventure in wild Coyote Canyon during our wet winter. The creeks are flowing and the wildflowers are blooming in the San Diego desert. Thank you so much for spending time with me here on my channel, Desert Mountain Apothecary.